Hello Guitar Gang, welcome to my video on how to play Happy Birthday. Now before we start, we're just going to check some notes, okay? I've got a note chart here. It's got all of the notes down here, the basic notes that I need to learn on guitar. So open strings, E, A, D, G, B, E, or 88 Dynamite Goodbye Eddie. String 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The high sounding string, the thin one, is number 1 on guitar. Okay, now I'm just going to play the notes that are on the note chart. E, F, G on the 6th string, A, B, C on the 5th string, D, E, F on the 4th string. And now that's my basses. Now treble strings, G, A, just 2 notes there. String 2, B, C, D. String 1, E, F, G. So try to play all of those notes, okay? Now today we're just going to be doing the first 3 strings, so we're just going to go over those. G, A. Do that 3 times. Make sure you know which one is which. G open, A 2nd fret, and then 2nd string, B, C, D. B, C on the 1st fret, D on the 3rd fret. If you've done it before and you're finding this too easy, just see if you can make up a song that uses those notes, okay, as your warm-up, okay? So lots of songs, you know, use G, A. Okay, and then C, D. Or this song. If you're finding it pretty easy, just try and make something up as a warm-up, okay? And now string 1, E, F, G. If you're a beginner, just play that 3 times and try saying it out loud. E, F, G. These are notes on the 1st string, okay? Now after you've done all of that, maybe try playing it from low to high. Now I've written it up a bit bigger here, and I've color-coded it. G, A on the 3rd string, B, C, D on string 2. Notice that I'm using fret 1 and fret 3 for the D. E, F, G, same frets on the 1st string. So try doing it from lowest note to highest note. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 3 times, okay, in your own time. And then if it's easy, try coming backwards. G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G. And if you're finding that super easy, then make up your own recipe. Do a zigzag. Just do something, okay? Even if it's really easy, you'll still find ways of making it more interesting. Or try playing it on 1 string. Can you play 8 notes on 1 string? And you'll find that that's not really that hard and it sounds good. Okay guys, so that's enough warming up. Let's play the song. That's what we have come here to do. We've come here to learn this song. G, G, A, G on the 3rd string, and then C, B on string 2. Let's go. That is the first bit. So practice it by yourself in your own time, as slow as you need to. Changing strings. Finishing on the open B. It's not very hard, okay? A beginner can learn how to do that as long as you persevere and make sure that you're getting your fingertip from this way under and over onto that fret. Okay, keep that finger curled so that you can get a nice natural hold on that note when you fret it, okay? Now we're going to go to line 2. Now line 2 is just almost as easy. G, G, A, G, D, C. Remembering that D and C are both 2nd string notes. That's line 2. So practice that 3 times and then try to do the first 2 lines without stopping. G, G, A, G, C, B, 2, G, A, G, D, That's the first two lines, guys, so hopefully that is okay. Now it's going to get a little bit weird in the third line. Now the third line, I'm going to use two different Gs, okay? I've got my third string G, and then I've got my high G on string 1. I'm calling it high G because it obviously sounds higher. It's one octave higher than the other G. Now an octave just means 8 notes, encompassing 8 notes from lowest to highest in an octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just the 8th note, okay? And it's the same letter, but it has a higher sound because it's one octave higher. Okay, so back to the music. G, 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 E. G, 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 E. Sounds nice. I start on third string, go to string 1. Open E, and then C, D on the second string, and then finally an A note on the third string. Now this is probably going to be the hardest, well this will definitely be the hardest line for a beginner to learn. So make sure that you just practice this line by itself at least 3 times. It's got lots of string changing. And try and be in the habit of using finger 2 at the 2nd fret and finger 1 at the 1st fret. And third finger or even your pinky finger when you get up to the higher fret. Okay? Using the correct finger will make it easier. Third finger, open, first finger, open, second finger. Okay, so that's the third line. Now the fourth line is nice and easy. You just play F, F, E, and then go to string 2 and play C, D, C. Now C, D, C, a good trick is to just keep your index finger on the C, play the D, then you can come back to it. You can think of that like pivoting, keeping one thing the same while the other thing changes. A handy move to know to make it sound nice and smooth. Now I will quickly play the whole thing and then we're going to talk about the rhythm and the counting for the song. 1, 2, G, G, A, G, C, D, G, G, A, G, D, C, G, G, E, C, D, A, hold, F, F, E, C, D, C. Okay guys, hopefully that sounds good and hopefully you can play that from start to finish in your own time. And when you feel more confident, get another person in the house to sing the words while you play it. Okay, and that will make it sound really good if you can do it at the same time as someone else. And when that person is singing it, can sing it at their natural speed with their natural phrasing. And you on guitar can make it sound just like the voice. That's what you're aiming for. Okay, now I'm going to take a minute to talk about the rhythm. Okay, it is enough to play the song the way you sing it. But it's also good to understand the counting. So we are going to have 3 beats in a bar for Happy Birthday. So just 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's a rhythmic pattern that I have for this song. So the first 3 beats is 1, 2, 2. I'm going to put a stroke for each beat. If I want to get fancy, I can draw my note heads, my little ovals down the bottom here. These are my note heads. Okay. Now, grouping this into bars. So I just put a bar line here and a bar line here, and that makes it easier to read. So I know where beat 1 is. I can easily see where beat 1 is because it's the first note in the bar. Easy, yeah? Okay, now, the next thing we have to do is we just have to add the happy, which comes before birthday, okay? So on the 3rd beat, I'm going to have 2 notes, and because they don't go for as long, I have to write them like this. Dun, 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 because they take up less time, so I group them together, and when I count it, I'm going to count it like this. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, and the next note will be on beat 1. Okay. Beat 2 will be a rest, so that's going to be a funny swiggle. And the 3rd beat will again be this, which takes me to the next beat one. Confusing? 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, and it goes around in a loop. It's a pattern. Okay, so I'm going to quickly clap and count the song. You should try to do this as well. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and I stop here for the name and a little breath. 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1. Coming back to end on the first beat. Okay. Sometimes, or quite often, songs don't actually start on the first beat, but they do like to end on the first beat because it makes it sound more finished. And I'm going to quickly play and count the song. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, hold. 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1. I finish on beat 1. So that's just a little bit of a talk about rhythm. Hopefully that's not confusing. And as I said before, it's okay just to play the song the way that you hear it and the way that you sing it. And understanding rhythm is just going to make it easier to read and also easier to play music well, especially when you don't know how to sing it. Okay guys, so I hope that you have had fun and that you can play the whole song and play it for someone on their special day soon. Bye.